What's going on, horror fam? Welcome to the holiday special. Something just doesn't feel right, you know?
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.
What's going on, horror fam? It's the end of 2025. Time to wrap it up. End of the year special. Best and worst of the year. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate. It's time for the best of. The best of the year, baby. Let's go. So before we get into this year, let's look at how we started the video for last year. Last year I went to 14 events and my boss said, you know, you're taking a lot of weekends off and hopefully in 2024 you will go to less shows. So I agreed. So this year I went to 15 shows. Yeah, so this year I went to 23 shows. What a year it's been. And besides going to conventions, I sent in my own stuff to 6 other conventions to other people. Also went to the Swine and Dine premiere at Smod Castle, did a private signing with David Reynolds in Michigan, went to Fred's house in Virginia for the most insane horror collection, went to the last toy store in Maryland, and went to the 20th anniversary of the Devil's Rejects in Connecticut. So every year I do best convention, worst convention, best guest, worst guest. So on December 29th, Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm supposed to be doing a live stream with Scratch and Slash Media, who invited me. They also invited Fonzo 13 and Wet Movie 1. So we're all going to be there Monday night, December 29th, 8 p.m., talking about convention stuff. And along with our best and the worst, conventions of the year and celebrities of the year. They've also added the subjects best autograph, worst autograph, most memorable moment, worst moment, funniest moment, show and tell items, tips and tricks for convention goers, and shout outs to anyone that influenced your channel or anything that you're pitching new. So I will be doing a part 2 of this video after that live stream happens or not, with those subjects and also with photos and videos to back that up. So I'll give you worst con of the year moment. Was I Heart Horror, which was in February. The con itself was great. Got to get someone rare from VHS, got to get 2 ladies from The Burning, so that was awesome. But someone there had COVID and a lot of people got sick. I got sick. Lauren Marie Taylor wound up in the hospital. For those reasons, that con is a bad memory. It was a really bad way to start the year off. Another bad convention. Now again, got to meet some great people, got some great photos, got some great autographs. Only reason I would say this was the worst con was because of the organization. And that would be Chill Out. It's no disrespect to the people that run the show, but having a separate line for Gene Simmons, having a separate line for Anne Margaret, having a separate line to get your tickets and get in, you would think that's good. Except the signs were wrong. They were pointing all over the place in different ways. People didn't know what lines they were getting on. And then the lines changed and then the guests moved around. They moved Ice-T from the one room to another. And that main room where they had like the top 4 guests, I would say, was so tight.
Several bad puns later.
And then they had vendors and other guests in the hallways on the edges and you couldn't block their tables. So So people were constantly arguing and fighting and cursing, and it was just a really uncomfortable moment. Kane was in the lobby. Kane the wrestler was in the lobby, like off to the left. Like you could not even notice he's there. It was just well intended, poorly run, and I hope they fix that for next year. And that's the only reason those two conventions were bad memories for me. Worst celebrity of the year or worst guest of the year? I think a lot of you would agree with me on this. And again, I respect him. I will continue to get his autographs probably as long as I need them. I don't hate the person in any way. He's not like, he's not as bad as, say, Ron Perlman or Thomas Jane on my list, or even Randy Quaid. My worst guest experience, and again, they were all pretty great in 2025 that I can remember, but one of the worst interactions
One beautiful Christmas morning later
was Tom Savini. Instead of just dotting the I's in his last name, he like takes the pen and he goes like this and like this on the poster, and he's not really smiling like when he's doing it. So I don't know if it's a dick move. I don't know if it's something he's like having fun or it's something like we're supposed to appreciate. But now the dot in his last name is this long because he's going like that to dot the I's on my burning poster. I don't know. He never has lines. He went up in price. He's not really pleasant. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there. And I don't care whatever you guys say to like back him up. Oh, he's not social and he's not. I don't care. He's been doing conventions for, I think I met him back in 2001. He's been doing conventions over 20 years. Like, you know what you're getting into. You know you're going to get asked a lot of the same questions from people. Just smile, pretend to be nice, thank them, but no. So also, when you go to this many shows, it's really tough to pick one person as the best celebrity of the year. I would have to say Lou Temple was so amazing and gracious, and to hang out with us and to offer us free items. Like, just an amazing person. Besides Lou Temple being a phenomenal guest all around, best guest at their table is probably Adrienne King. Even though it's fresh in my mind because it just happened at the Oak Show, the way that she spent so much time and was not in a rush and wanted to do a video. She insisted on doing a video for Jonathan Miller from Nightmare Authentics. She said, let's do a video because he only brought me the canoe bar, not the whole canoe. Let's do a video. Like, she wanted to tease him. She had ideas for colors and she had ideas for what quote she wanted to do and what she wanted to write. And she went above and beyond what I could have imagined. We expected her signature character name and maybe if we could get some kind of quote. But for her to like go off on the Monopoly board and go off like on everything and write Final Girl and add quotes and she's a yes person. She's a great person. She loves to help you with your items. And she loves to meet the people. So I would have to say Adrienne King was the best guest and absolutely someone you want to meet, especially if you're a fan of the Friday the 13th franchise. Definitely, I would meet Adrienne King. She is so lovely. Now the tough one. Best con of the year. This, I'm going to need a moment to do some research because, like I said, the thoughts I have going through my head right now are Dana Kimmel at Monster Mania, Lou Temple at PA HorrorCon. But these are because of private signing. So if I exclude those moments and just go by the best convention in terms of selection of guests, the venue, if they posted prices or not, or just the great vibe, the great time, maybe it was a new location. So let me talk to my elves on this one, and we're going to get right back to you. So, after deliberating for a while with the elves, Monster Mania 62 was starting the year off unbelievable. It was going to be a hard to beat one, with Dana Kimmel being there after 13 years of not doing conventions, from getting her in my hotel room for a private signing, for the Return of the Living Dead cast, Eli Roth, Chris Jericho, Elliot and Lauren from Terrifier, Daniel Harris, Killer Clowns, Spencer Carnes, Tobin Bell, Gina Davis. I mean, that was the con to beat the way that started out this year, and that was a phenomenal time. However, for my best con of the year, I'm going to have to give it to Chiller Theater for April, which coincidentally is my highest viewed video also. For that one, it was my first time meeting Linda Blair. and I had a fine experience with her. Even though I paid extra for the quotes I wanted, I got what I wanted. I was happy. We had Muse Watson, the fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. We had Ellen Lutter, first time at a convention from Friday the 13th Part 2. Then we also had Gina Gershon. We had Suki Goodwin. We had George Mahalka, Danny Lloyd. Unfortunately, some guests that attended that show have passed away since then. We lost Michael Madsen. We lost Peter Kwong. And we lost Loretta Swit, who were all at that convention just in April. They're gone. It's crazy. Hey guys, editor Johnny Horror here. Sorry to interrupt, but this video is pretty much done, and as I'm editing it, we had a horrible week here that I didn't feel comfortable not addressing. Love to have fun, positive, happy, upbeat videos, informative videos, and entertain you guys, but I felt it was necessary to address and document this horrible week, and my prayers and condolences go out to the families of Rob Reiner and his wife, James Ranson, and Adam the Woo. It was quite a sad week. Still very shocking that they are all gone in just 1 week. Obviously everyone dies, right? We know that, but these are all unexpected, shocking, and surprisingly too soon. I just had to address it and take a moment for these well-known people in our lives. I never got to meet Adam. I don't know if he knew who I was, but I had hoped to meet him. I had watched a lot of his videos, and he will be greatly missed. And thank you. I just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge the loss of these people. Let's get back to the video. Thank you. I did get to meet Peter Kwong and Michael Madsen, and I'm glad I got pieces for the people that sent in for those items, those people. I'm sure they're very happy they got them as well, because that was their last convention, I believe, for both of them. We also had Frank Whaley from Pulp Fiction. Ernest Thomas from What's Happening Now gave me a free signed picture of him with Rob Zombie from Lords of Salem. We had Lee Turgeson, George Lynch, Donovan Scott, Deborah Hayes, Tasso. We had some people from Home Alone. We had the Lizzies there. We had James Remar, Bill Diamond, Deborah Van Valkenburg, and the Pitch Perfect ladies, who also hung out with us at the bar. So it was just an awesome convention, awesome lineup of guests. Between that and Monster Mania 62, those were the top 2 best cons of the year. So although Chiller Theater does not post prices ahead of time, they have a really interesting venue, the 2 hotels that are connected together, the bar being in the main lobby where most of the major guests are. The layout is just fun with the different rooms, the main room, ballroom, the vendor room. It's just a fun show, and I wish they posted prices for the guests, but that's the only downside. But overall, Chiller has the guests that you will rarely see. Had to fix my camera. But yeah, Chiller does have the guests that you hardly will see anywhere else. It's just a great selection of people. It's just a fun vibe. It's just overall a good vibe. I don't know what it is about Chiller. Been around so long, it has history. The amount of people that have been there that we've lost, and it's just crazy how long the show's been going and how many great guests they've had over the years. So 2025 was a fantastic year. The most amount of shows I've done, going to the same great shows and also new conventions that I'd never been to before. Getting to meet a lot of you people, which is phenomenal. Starting our company this year, Overlook Celebrity Bookings. What a fantastic year it's been. The private signings, the interactions, the wild FaceTime and Zoom calls we've had with people that you guys don't get to see, unfortunately. For people we even didn't book, we've had some great experiences this year. Thank you to everyone that subscribes to these videos. I really appreciate you. And also, if you're watching them, if you enjoyed this, just hit that sub button right now so you don't miss a video. Thank you. Also, please like the video, comment about what your favorite conventions were this year, or if you're looking to meet anyone specifically next year, tell me anything. Tell me about what you collect, what you are hoping to get signed in 2026, or people you want to meet. I don't know. Tell me something in the comments about what you enjoyed from this video the most. Also, share the video to people that don't know about the channel. Also, I want to shout out some YouTubers, and I apologize if I forget any of you. I want to shout out Batch and Flash Media, Wet Movie 1, Fonzo 13, Tampa J, Derek Millen, Horror Mama, Josh's Hoarder Corner, For Horror's Sake, The Marshalls, Cam Lecter, The Horror Green Book, Movie Magic 96, Boogeyman Ben, Scott on Tape, Sean Clark, Dark Ride Dracula, and Real Dead, and anyone else that I forgot to mention. These are all great people that care, people that like conventions, that like collecting. Shout out to Luther Berry for the amazing evil entities you've created this year for our Con Crypt group. Some amazing pieces that we've actually gotten signed, and had one made for Greg Gibbs, who we gave him one, Dr. Wolfenstein. And I'm looking to get our newest Mick Taylor signed next year at Chiller Theater with John Jarrett from Wolf Creek. So as always, thanks for watching. Smash the sub, hit the like button. Make sure you comment, make sure you share the video. We're gonna have a lot of surprises coming up, a lot of stuff in 2026. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys had a great holiday. I can't wait to take this stupid getup off and get back to wearing horror stuff. Hope you have a great New Year's. Stay safe. Lots of peace and love from Johnny Horror, and I'll catch you guys in the new year. What's going on, horror fam? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate, nobody gives a What's going on? And make sure you never miss a video again. No. Happy holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever have made a lot of... What's going on? The end of the video, end of the year. Also, the last convention, Monster Mania, especially if you're a friend, sponsored by Splash. Excuse me. That's a reindeer last night. So, you liked your post. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, baby. Yeah, you did.